America is very much like a market-driven film system that you do have help financially through tax credits and things like that, but there are no cultural institutions beyond the nonprofit bodies like Sundance and other film festivals. And thus, most filmmakers make movies first and foremost to sell, whether that's to sell to a buyer or sell to the ultimate customers. And as a result, there's a different way of working, and it's rare that you actually see that as, first and foremost an art film. And I think that you start to see we're living in rapidly changing times, that those methods that we've used so often don't so readily apply. And you have to take into account different things to then account for movies of tremendous success. Like last year, like virtually all of the independent films from Big Sick to Shape of Water to Lady Bird to Get Out, those were not films that you could have predicted that level of success based on prior comps. You have to recognize that the film industry, unfortunately, is not filled with people who feel as strongly as you do about great cinema. That would be filled with a lot of people who want to take advantage of those that don't have power. They want to just make a lot of money, meet somebody beautiful, drive a fast car. They're willing to use anything they have to do that, lie, cheat, and steal. How are you going to survive? And I think you want to ask yourself precisely that and prosper, right? So you want to make sure that you feel better about what you're doing 15 years, 30 years down the line than you do today. When I start to ask myself what it is that makes something cinematic that's not just spectacle, like superheroes and capes and long underwear, lots of explosions. What is it? Well, it's that unique experience of being in a theater in the dark with a room full of strangers and having the same emotional response as somebody else. What is more fun than sitting in a giant room and seeing a grown man next to you cry? That's, that to me is fun. It changes the way you feel about the world. And both of these movies, if they don't get tears and laughter out of you, you're probably dead, right? That most people think you want to get your script to someone like me, and that's probably the worst thing to do. You actually want to get a script to somebody whose career can be built on them championing your work. So as people starting out, you actually want to meet people who are executives who are also starting out. And you want to build a relationship with them where they know what your work is. And so along the line, they can help advance your work as you help advance their career within that entity. My basic measure is you have to want to lose your job over this script, or it's probably one we shouldn't make. That if you're not willing to say that you'll lie down on the tracks to get this movie made, I don't think you really like it. So I want you to risk your future on this movie.